happening today at the state capitol in Madison. Local leaders and state lawmakers are meeting to discuss closing Green Bay Correctional Institution. Kristen Allen is joining us live this morning. We know this prison has faced many challenges over the years, and now some are calling for it to be shut down. Kristen, tell us about that meeting.
Tammy, yeah, this has actually been ongoing for several years, and the Green Bay Correctional Institution is here behind me. It's tough to see because of the security wall that surrounds the facility, but it's one of the oldest in the state. It was built back in 1898. It's the second oldest in the state, with the first being the Waupun Correctional Institution, and there has been an effort over about the past really 8 years or so to close the building down, and many people have been calling for that. One of the people who have been vocal about it is the Alloy Village President Jim Rafter. He is going down to Madison today and to have this roundtable discussion, and he released a statement to us saying in part, quote, "We have garnered support from Republicans, Democrats, retired GBCI staff, formerly incarcerated, families of incarcerated, social justice groups, law enforcement, neighboring municipalities, local businesses, and residents throughout Brown County. The authority to close GBCI rests in the hands of 133 people, state representatives, state senators, and the governor, and we decided to hold this session in the building they all work in." The Alloy Village president says that the facility has faced many challenges over the years, including what are described as poor conditions inside, staff shortages, and also concerns and criticism from families of those who are incarcerated. Jason Zimmerman will be covering this story and have a full report on what happens in that meeting. Reporting live in Alloy, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.